Hello, my name is Matt Regan. I am a Division 3 game design student. I'm going to be showing you how to make cards using Adobe InDesign. Now, before I even open InDesign, the first thing I need to do is use a spreadsheet program such as Microsoft Excel, or in my case, Google Sheets. So, what I have here is a deck of cards. These are just cards from my Division 3. Right now it's called Empires. Reach out to me if you want to play test. Uh, bad joke. So the way a spreadsheet needs to be organized to make cards using Adobe InDesign is you're going to have each card in a row. So this is the card Den of Royals and everything that's going to be on it. And each column is going to be an element of a card. So this is all the card names, this is all the card types, and so on. Actually, useful tool if you're using sheets for card design is freezing the top row. I accidentally unfroze this. What this does is it makes reading things easier because it carries your column names. Uh, Now, like I said before, columns are each card element, rows are each card. The only thing that needs to be a little specific is if you are trying to put images on your cards, you have to have an @ symbol in front of the image column so that it knows it has to fetch something, and then you need the exact file name. Right now, I am not using card images for my game, so I just got a random sci-fi looking image online to serve for example. So once you have your deck of cards made, you want to download it as a comma separated value sheet. I have already done this, so I'm going to skip this step for now. Then you're going to minimize, and you're going to see both the image I was referencing and the comma separated value sheet. Now, what do we do with these? Well, the first thing you need to do is you need to go into InDesign. I like to work in inches. And you need to make your card. So I'm going to be making 2.5 wide, 3.5 high card. That is the standard size of a Magic the Gathering card, which is what I base most of my designs on. So 2.5, 3.5. Now we're going to create that. And InDesign is basically going to make a digital canvas. I basically make my InDesign start with data merge open. Uh, I will explain what data merge means in a bit. Now, the first thing I need to do is I need to make a frame for my card to exist in. So I'm going to hit this little rectangle tool, and I am going to accidentally make a square that's too large. Don't worry, it's pretty easy to fix this. All you do is you go to this little selection tool, and you grip it down. So that's the entire card frame. Now I'm going to make a space for my card name to go, a space for my card image, which I'm going to make a little bit bigger. I know this formatting looks ugly, but for the sake of functionality, it works. This is very useful for prototyping. You can probably use images that can be made in something like Adobe InDesign, which is a graphic design program, which I may do a tutorial on later as I get more familiar with it. If you use that program, you could probably make something much prettier than this. But for the sake of functionality, it works fine. All right, I have created a spot for every element of my card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this data merge utility. Now, if you don't have it open, the way you access data merge is you go to Window, Utilities, Data Merge. All right. So once you have all your spots made, you go here, you hit Select Data Source, you click your comma separated value sheet, and look, all our column names are there. Then you're going to grab this text tool, and you're going to hit each column name. So we have our name, cool. We have our image, also cool. We have our card type. We have our subtype, text box, design skill. Now we're going to hit preview. Look, we have everything. See, I just made that image a little bit bigger so I could work for the card. Uh, Now, again, not the prettiest cards, but it functionally displays information. And I can scroll through my entire card file with these arrows. Every single card is made. I can look at every single card I have made for this game. And everything. Oh, here's a little problem that can sometimes happen. The text box is way too small for this to fit everything. So what you do in that case, pretty, thank you, laptop, is pretty simple. See? Now everything fits. And I'm going to quickly plug in my laptop before it dies in mid-video. Alright, so now we have all our cards made, right? Not really, because there's an issue. We have access to every card, but we can't print all of that at once. Basically, the way it would work right now is I could print one of these cards, then I could cycle to another, print another, print another, print another, which is a whole process that no one wants to do. So what you can do in that case is this. You want to Control A or Command A on Mac to copy this to select this entire thing. Then you're going to copy it. Then you're going to make a new file. And this one you want standard paper length. So this is going to be your standard printer paper length, which is going to be 8.5 inches by 11 inches. All right, now we're going to paste in here. We have our card frame. We're going to do the same exact thing. Select data source. All right. Now, like before, everything is working. Now here's the different part. We're going to hit this little box right here. This is basically giving us all the details of our data merge. And we want to click on this box that says single record and hit multiple records. Then you want to go over here. Right now, the default margins in InDesign are going to be 0.5 inches. We do not want these. Otherwise, your cards will come out really small or get cut off during printing. Hampshire computers, to the best of my knowledge, will only go about as low as a 0.2 inch margin as far as printing is concerned. This could change depending on your printer. Ideally, you go as low as you can. Uh, then we want to hit preview multiple record layout. And look, all of our cards. So there's going to be 9 per page. All right, this looks good, so we're going to hit OK. All right, so InDesign is going to make us our little multiple record layout page. And we're going to get this text pop up. No overset text was generated when merging records. That means basically nothing was cut off. So if we had text that was getting cut off during this data merge process within our, like if it was way too big for the box we put in, we basically get a message that said overset text was generated and it would tell us where it was. We did a good job, so nothing bad happened basically. All right, now we need something that we can print, which is pretty easy. You got to go to File, Export. I'm going to name this example 2.pdf, I guess. I don't remember what that other example is for. And then we just hit export. And I just look up in my file explorer. And look, it is printable. Now, I cannot print this because I'm not currently hooked up to a computer, but all the libraries have InDesign and are hooked up to printers. So take that however you will. And thank you.